Hey, Daily Dosers, Chris here back with you. This is going to be a fun week because we're talking about healthy relationships. Single people, don't turn this off. We're not talking about healthy marriages per se or dating. We're talking about all relationships, just how to have healthy relationships. And I have my relationship guru, my queen, my boss, my wife, Amy, with me. And
Hi.
You're excited about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So we talked each day, a couple points about how do you have healthy relationships. And I had a way I wanted to start, and I asked her, and you came up with a better way to start. I said, if we want to talk about healthy relationships, what's the first point we should talk about? And you said,
Be a safe person.
and then I said, what makes a safe person?
Well, I would say a safe person is somebody who is honest.
Okay.
Somebody who is gentle and not harsh with their words. Somebody that's direct.
Yep.
And, somebody that's humble and can take somebody giving you advice and somebody, giving you like some critiques and things. And then being self-aware to understand like you don't know everything and you need that helpful feedback.
So when I asked, hey, let's talk about safe relationships. In fact, Trent is the one that said we're talking about safe relationships this week, and he asked us to do this. Mm-hmm. Why would you start with step number one? You got to be a safe person to have any sort of healthy relationship.
I think because if you're not going to be a safe person, then the relationships that you have aren't going to be healthy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the foundation for having healthy relationships.
Yeah. I love the way Proverbs 18:24 says this. If a person wants to have friends, they must show themselves to be friendly. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is so stinking simple and basic. And yet I loved that Proverbs agrees with Amy. Amy doesn't agree with Proverbs.
No,
Proverbs agrees with Amy. I love that Proverbs starts the same way. Look, if you want to have healthy relationships, it starts with you. Mm-hmm. You've got to be a safe person. Mm-hmm. So in relationships, let's take a step now and look at either dating or marriage. What does an unsafe person look like? What does that feel like if you know, I don't think this person is safe to have a healthy relationship with?
It's somebody who, you would be talking to and maybe they're not listening to you. They have kind of their own thing that they want to say, and so they're talking over you. Or somebody who, you share your heart with them, and before you know it, they're throwing it back at you, using it against you.
Or sharing what you've shared with others.
Yeah.
If you spill the tea, someone probably won't serve it to you again.
That's right. That is right.
I don't even know if I use that phrase right. My daughters are a 21-year-old, and one just turned 20. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
20. A 20-year-old and a 21-year-old.
Yes.
And they use this phrase, they spilled the tea.
Right.
And I'm listening. I try not to ask, what's that mean? Because then they just realize how old not a touch dad is, although they know. But I listen to that enough, and they say, someone spilled the tea, and someone gossiped.
Yeah.
What I shared with you, you went and you spilled that tea.
Exactly.
And I ain't going to pour you another glass.
That's right.
I don't think that's a part of that phrase, but that's a proverb.
Yeah.
That's a Chris herb.
That's a great one.
And that's what you're saying. Hey, to
Yeah.
be healthy relationships. Mm-hmm. And Proverbs says it. You want to be a person of relationship. You have to show yourself to be a person that can have a relationship. Mm-hmm. I think the question we got to ask is when we share with others that are listening to our words going, whoa, if you shared what they shared, what are you going to do with what I share? Mm-hmm. When we share with others, we have to realize we're marketing ourselves. Can you trust me? If you tell me something, if I'm here spilling the tea about what someone else told me. Right. And I love that when we talked about healthy relationship, the first thing Amy said is you've got to be a safe person. Mm-hmm. So that's day number one. Anything else I want to add on that? Because we're winding down. We've got like 33 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Just when you're talking to somebody and when you have a relationship with somebody, having enough humility to accept that they're different from you and they're going to have, differing opinions, and that your opinion isn't just always the only opinion. I know I sometimes struggle with that.
No, you've never struggled with that.
I do. Sometimes I'm thinking my way is the only way, and it's
we
not.
We all
it's
think
not.
our way is the right way. Otherwise, we wouldn't think it's right.
Yeah.
And that's just human nature. Of course, I think my way is the right way. Otherwise, I wouldn't be thinking it. Of course, you think your way is the. No one goes, I think the wrong way.
Right.
So being a safe person is having that humility to go, look, I got to accept a different point of view.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be here for you and not blast you if
Right.
I expect this healthy relationships. And to be a person that attracts healthy relationships, you have to show yourself to be safe and healthy. Yeah. Way to kick off the series. Woo! You want to do this again tomorrow?
Sure.
And by tomorrow, I mean we're going to film something right now, so look at the same clothes. Tomorrow, a second step in building healthy relationships. Join us.